Well, the value of Latin that a lot of people don't understand nowadays, because it's technically not a spoken language or what we call a dead language, is that you're actually learning English better by studying Latin than you would in an English class, because they really say that you have to look at your language through the lens of another mind. The way that the Latin language is composed, if we're talking about the grammar and the sentence structure, they were very, very fluent and very literal and very rigorous in the way that they spoke. There was not much of slang going on in the Latin language, so to actually learn the structure and rigor of a Latin sentence makes your English that much better.
Latin helps with SAT. It's really fun. You get to learn about mythology, all those different things that can help you in life.
I use it a lot. It helps with SATs and stuff like that, because I get to know all the prefixes and suffixes and stuff like that from the Latin roots, and that's really useful. And we get to do all sorts of fun projects like make movies and stuff like that.
Like the modern day spoken languages, we take all of that away in Latin. We are dealing with the writings that were left behind by Romans, and we discuss through there. So while we get to speak the language by reading what was written, it's never you're put on the spot and you're asked to go stand in the hall with me and have an oral exam.
I would recommend to study Latin because not only do you learn a lot about a different language, which is really interesting, you get to learn all kinds of history and culture.
It's not just you're learning a language. You're learning the language, but in the course of that, you're translating the history. And all of Roman civilization gives us our Western civilization today.
Latin's fun because of the games you can play with the like mythology and all the projects we do. We can make videos, watch movies like Hercules, and that just makes it fun.
Well, I'd say it's a lot different because other languages, you really need to know how to like speak them, and Latin it's more like reading and writing and translating and stuff like that.
Latin is a lot different than the other languages. So you get in, instead of just speaking it like fluently, you learn how to translate.
Whether it's the days of our week, why are they called what they are? The months of the year, where do we get those names from? The basis of legal terminology, medical terminology, simple phrases like etc. That's something that's actually Latin that people use every day, and they don't necessarily realize that.
So we translate, we talk about the different cases. I don't know, it's different.
My favorite part is when you get students from year one who know absolutely nothing, like I did when I was a student. I was 11 years old when I first started it, and I didn't even know what it was. I didn't realize it was a language ever, because it's not spoken today. But my favorite part is when I get students to realize, oh wow, that's why we do that, or that's why we say that. And when they actually go out in the real world and find Latin moments, things like commercials that are on TV that are a direct play on something that the Romans said or did, comic strips that students bring in. We offer extra credit for all of these things.
My favorite part is the mythology. I like learning about new things and how people are related to each other.